For over 20 years, I produced Open Door, a national and international radio program by, with, and for youth and young adults. Their prose and stories were the heart of the 30-minute program. They also did the voicing of the readings. We mixed in some music to help make their stories take another dimension. This year, while searching for a good Christmas story for a small church I was serving, one of my former readers shared her true story for Christmas 2006. Barb Hughes not only wrote the story, she reads it. The music is by my son, Chris Frimoth.
I found the perfect Christmas present for my mother-in-law Lenore, an avid gardener and liturgical clown with a whimsical streak. Green knitted mittens with a knitted carrot on the back of one hand and knitted peas in a pod on the back of the other hand. I showed my daughter Aubrey, and she was thrilled, knowing that her grandma would be delighted in such a perfect gift. However, her grandma Lenore died of a stroke before Christmas. As the family slowly tried to crawl out of the pit of grief, tried to enjoy the Christmas season through the veil of grayness that had overtaken them, the discussion came up between my daughter and I about what to do with Grandma's Christmas mittens. I could see Aubrey get a serious look on her face as she thought about who might appreciate such an unusual gift. Evelyn next door needs those mittens, Aubrey announced, very sure of her choice. Evelyn and her husband John had lived in Boston their whole lives, same town, same neighborhood, same friends. When John became too sick with diabetes to take care of himself, Evelyn had taken over his medical care, nursing him as best she could. When Evelyn became too ill to take care of John, their only daughter Joan had insisted they come to live with her and her husband in Portland this past summer, right across the street from our house. Aubrey had taken to Evelyn, and Evelyn had taken to Aubrey. Evelyn had been key in developing educational tools and teaching special needs children before it was considered possible. Aubrey also loved little children and had a big heart for those smaller and weaker than herself, so the two women had things in common. Joan mentioned in passing that Evelyn's birthday was December 14th. Aubrey would be so excited, I'd tell her when she gets home from school that today would be the perfect day to deliver the Christmas mittens, Evelyn's birthday. So I brought down Grandma's Christmas mittens and wrapped them in a pretty bag, including a lavender sachet Aubrey had made from lavender in our own garden. When Aubrey got home, she had a lot of homework that was due. Then she wanted to go shopping for Christmas presents for her middle school teachers. It wasn't until nearly 9 p.m. that I remembered the present for Evelyn. Her birthday was today, and today was almost done. I asked Aubrey if we should wait for tomorrow, but Aubrey said, "Call now and see if I can come over." As I called, she was already straightening the package and nearly out the door as Joe answered the phone. "I'm sorry it's so late," I began, "but Aubrey has a birthday present to give to Evelyn. Would it be all right if she brings it over tonight if it's not too late?" Joe's voice had been concerned at first, but as he heard why I was calling, I could hear his voice lighten and brighten. "Yes, please come over. That would be nice," he replied. Aubrey was out the door in a flash. "She had socks on her hands, Mom," Aubrey said upon her return. "Her hands are arthritic and cold, and she didn't have warm mittens. She was so happy to get Grandma's nice warm Christmas mittens. And you know what else? Green is her favorite color." As Aubrey hurried off to complete her homework, I was left with tears in my eyes. Thank you, Grandma Lenore, for sharing your special Christmas garden mittens with a housebound woman who has cold hands but a loving heart. A woman who sorely has a need for something whimsical, happy, and warm. Someone who misses her Boston home and friends and is housebound in a new town. Warm and kindness delivered by your own granddaughter. Thank you, Grandma Lenore. And to the granddaughter you taught how to show kindness, warmth, whimsy, and love.
The author, Barb Hughes, is my daughter-in-law. Aubrey is my granddaughter, and her grandma was my wife, Lenore.